Hi everybody, my name is Julie Gizzi. I'm an independent consultant with the Pampered Chef, and today I'm going to show you about 10 of my must-have items from our product line. These items might change for me periodically as far as what I think the must-haves are, but today here's a little peek about what I think every kitchen needs to have. I'll start first with our rock crock. The rock crock is a perfect blend between stoneware and cookware, and it goes on every cooking surface in your kitchen. Microwave, oven, stovetop, broiler, grill, and when you're done, it goes right into the dishwasher, or you can wash it by hand. It's a great piece. You can use it for just about any kind of meal preparation, making soups, chilies. You can roast a chicken, you can make baked oatmeals, roast some vegetables, all sorts of things. Another product that's in that same line is the deep covered baker. It goes in the oven and in the microwave. You can do a lot of the same recipes in here that you can do in the rock crock, but the rock crock has all of the bells and whistles. Next up for a must-have are two knives from our Forged Cutlery series. The serrated bread knife and the 5-inch Santoku knife. They're both must-haves in my kitchen. It's always good to have a knife, at least one, that's got a good serration for your tomatoes and slicing bread. And then this one here is a favorite because you can use it for chopping vegetables and fruits and all this dicing and chopping that you need to have. Quick tip for you, when you're storing your knives in your knife blocks, turn them upside down so that way the sharp edge of your blade won't be hitting against your board every time you go in. Next up, large groove cutting board. Every kitchen needs a great cutting board. I love these. They're made of polyethylene. They go in the dishwasher. They don't harbor bacterias, and they're fabulous. And I love our silicone strips. They grip real nice on your countertop so they stay put when you're trying to slice. All right, so next I'm going to show you a fun product. This is the apple peeler core slicer. It came in my starter kit when I started my business in 1996, and I'm still using it. Fabulous product, super fun. Release the handle here, take a firm apple, pull it straight on, don't twist, just pull straight on, and then you start turning. I'm just going to use my cutting board to do this, and watch what happens. There you go, all done. Slide your apple off and you've got a perfectly sliced apple ready for snacking or making apple crisp or pies, whatever you want to do. When you want to take your core off, tip it forward and pull it back. Otherwise it's going to catapult and hit your family member. Maybe you want that to happen, I don't know. These are great just for putting your compost, throwing out, or as we kind of joke in the Pampered Chef world, Martha Stewart would probably knit an Afghan or something with it. But you probably don't need it at all. Okay, another fun product, the brownie pan. I love this for so much more than just brownies. You can make a mini lasagna for your family in here. Use a cheat like the raviolis. Frozen raviolis make a great lasagna, and you don't have to cut up noodles. You can make your muffins, meatloaves, all sorts of things. I've even made dog treats in here. I filled my wells with water, dropped a few dry treats in there, popped it in the freezer, and once they were frozen, I just left it upside down on my sink, and when they dropped, I put them in a Ziploc bag. My dog thought that was a great treat. Next up, garlic press. Now, when I was first introduced to the Pampered Chef, this was my very first purchase. It was a different style back then, but the same idea. What I love about our garlic press is you don't have to peel anything. You just take your clove of garlic. So this is a clove, and the whole part is called a bulb. You give it a firm squish, and there you have it. All your garlic is right there. Use your cleaning tool to scrape it off. And then when you open it up, you can use your tool again. Ooh, that smells nice. Okay. And there you have it. All your peel is right there, so you don't have to peel any of your garlic. Next up, the large round baking stone. Every kitchen needs at least a couple of pieces of stoneware. The deep covered baker or the rock crock, as I mentioned earlier, can do all your hearty things. And then a flat stone can do your cookies, biscuits, breadsticks, frozen convenience foods, pizzas. Everything that you bake on here turns out like a professionally brick-lined oven when you're done. What I loved first about my stones when I was first introduced to them is I didn't have to scrape off the bottoms of my cookies or biscuits anymore. So everything bakes perfect in here, and it's virtually impossible to burn. All right, next up is kind of a twofer. These are two products that I use almost daily that I oftentimes use at the same time. So I pack lunches for my son for school every day, and he has a retainer and finds it difficult to bite into apples. So if anybody in your family has braces, retainers, or they just don't like biting into an apple, use the apple wedger. Go almost all the way down, and then push it back out gently. Never push from the bottom, always pull from the top. And then you're gonna take your apple and squeeze it back together, stick it in a Ziploc bag, and it will stay nice and fresh so that by lunchtime, it'll be ready to just peel off a wedge and they won't be browned. So there's part of his lunch every day. The other piece that I use for lunches often is the cut and seal. So I'll show you real quick how to make these. Whether or not your family eats crust, this is still a great product. We're far beyond the stage of kids not eating crusts anymore, but I still love this great product. So what you do is you're gonna start with some peanut butter. And you want to spread some on both sides of your bread. And that kind of creates a bit of a barrier so that your jelly won't get all sticky. Okay, so we've got some peanut butter. And then start with a little bit of jelly, whatever your favorite kind is. And then just pull a little bit of it out, stick it in the center, kind of smear it around. There we go. And then put your sandwich back together. Take your cut and seal. You're gonna cut first and then seal. So hold the outer edge, press straight down, twist, always holding the outer edge. Once the edge is released, then you press. And then you've got this perfect sandwich. So for my son, I put the whole thing into a container because he'll eat the crust and all. But if your kids don't eat that, just take it off and you've got a little sandwich that looks like those little Crustables, and you made it yourself. A quick tip is you can take a whole loaf of bread, make a whole bunch of these, freeze them. Okay, so finally, let me teach you about my 10th item under the must-haves list. It's the bamboo tablet stand. I love this. It stores like a book in your bookshelf with all your cookbooks. And then if you want to use your iPad with it, you just flip this part out, just set it up on there, and you can read the newspaper, browse the internet, whatever you want to do, or if you like to use your iPad and cook from recipes you find online, it holds it up steady for you. If you would like to use it with a regular cookbook, or if your kids want to use it for homework, you simply open up your book and then just stick it in there, and the little feet will hold the pages open so that you can follow what you're doing. Of course, any cookbook will work as well, especially the ones with the bindings. So there you have it, some of my must-have items in my kitchen. I hope you learned something new today, and if you have any questions, reach out anytime. You can contact me through my website, www.pamperedchef.biz/Julie Gizzi. Thanks so much and have a great day.